Take me to the King. I don't have much to bring. My heart is torn in pieces. It's my offering. Take me to the King. Truth is, I'm tired. Options are few. I'm trying to pray, but where are you? I'm all churched out, hurt and abused. I can't fake what's left to do. Come on. Truth is, I'm weak. No strength to fight, no tears to cry. Even if I tried, but still my soul refuses to die. One touch will change my life. Take me to the King. I don't have much to bring. My heart's torn in pieces. It's my offering. Lay me at the throne. Leave me there alone to gaze upon your glory and sing to you. Please take me to the King. Truth is, it's time to stop playing these games. We need a word for the people's pain. So Lord, speak right now. Let it pour like rain. We're chasing after you. Oh, no rules, no religion. I've made my decision to run to you, the healer that I need. Take me to the King. Don't have much to bring. My heart don't have much to bring. My heart's torn to pieces. It's my offering.
Every aspect of your life in the name of Jesus. Praise the Lord. Today is Father's Day. I want all the fathers to stand up. All the fathers, please stand up. You are seated. Stand up, man. Stand up. All the male in this sanctuary, stand up. All the male. Oyebami, are you not Ayomide? Stand up. Praise the Lord. Let's clap for them. Let's stand up for their lives. Praise the Lord. You shall all be blessed in Jesus' name. It shall be well with you in the name of Jesus. Praise God. Please be seated. When I said all the male, why did I say all the male? Anyway, my topic of discussion is going to be fathers for greatness. Fathers for greatness. But why did I say all the male should stand up? My embryology. So, basically to understand in embryology or physiology, all that a male child will need to be a father has been deposited in him from the womb. Am I right? Yes. Praise the Lord.
Hallelujah.
When the sexes are being determined by the chromosomes, that is X and Y, that is a male. Am I right? Everything he needs is already in him. It's just a matter of time as he grows. And he will most begin to function. And he says he's going to get married. Then he says, I'm having children. But all that he needs sexually, God has made it to be deposited in him, even from the womb. So all the male, clap for yourself. All the male. Praise the Lord. Who is a father? By the way, I want to acknowledge the fathers. And I can see, man, there's a potential pastor already among the fathers that minister to. You all know him already, am I right? Hello, my brother. You are going to be one in the name of Jesus Christ. Praise God. Amen. Better receive it in the name of Jesus. Amen. Praise God. Let's open our Bibles to Ephesians chapter 5. Ephesians chapter 5. Fathers for greatness. Let's start reading from verse 20 to the end. Ephesians chapter 5, verse 20 to the end. I want a male child, a male teenager to read this one. A male teenager, or if you are 12 or 13, 12, 10, I want to read, as been projected for us, you can read Ephesians chapter 5 from verse 20 to the end. Okay, wonder. Am I right? Wonderful. Yeah, read it. Ephesians chapter 5. It's on the board. It's on the screen now. It's on the screen. From verse 20 to the end.
Giving thanks always for all things unto God and the Father in the name of our Lord Jesus Christ. Submitting yourselves one to another in the fear of God. Wives, submit yourselves unto your own husband as unto the Lord. For the husband is the head of the wife, even as Christ is the head of the church, and he is the Savior of the body. Therefore, as the church is subject unto Christ, so let the wives to their own husbands in everything. Husbands, love your wives, even as Christ also loved the church and gave himself for it. That he might sanctify and cleanse it with the washing of water by the word, that he might present it to himself a glorious church, not having spot or wrinkle or any such thing, but that it should be holy and without blemish. So ought men to love their wives as their own bodies. The love of his wife, the love of himself. For no man ever yet hated his own flesh, but nourishes it and cherishes it, even as the Lord the church. For we are members of his body, of his flesh, and of his clothing. For this cause shall the man leave his father and mother, shall return unto his
Praise the Lord. Thank you, my brother. God bless you. Fathers for greatness. A father is a male parent. A father is a progenitor of a lifeline. In fact, fathers are the feathers that God uses to develop a family and a community. Where there is a lack of fathers, there is the possibility that there will be confusion. Where there are no men, there will be possibilities that will be uproar. God, in His own wisdom, created man first for a reason. And He created a woman. And He made man to be the heir. You not lose your headship in Jesus' name. Amen. Fathers for greatness. So a lot is being given to men by God. And to whom much is given, much is expected. A lot is being given to a male child when he's born. All of us that are parents, everyone says, I want my first child to be a boy. Am I right, glorifying? Praise the Lord. And when, thank God for technology, the guy ultrasound would have told you, when they tell you it's a boy, the guy will say, yes. And the woman too knows that she has stamped an authority in that family. And as from childhood, from infancy, and that boy will be taken care of. Those of us that have male children and female children, for there's a way you take care of the male child. You expected a lot from a male child, and the training is different. By the grace of God, I have 2 boys and 2 girls. So a male child who will eventually becomes a father, there is a lot that is expected of him. And as we say, that he has a great role, a lot of roles to play in the family and in the society. Praise the Lord. Even you realize our mothers, at a stage in life, they begin, like in Yoruba, begin to respect their sons. Instead of using the more singular pronoun, they begin to use the plural for that boy that they have nurtured, that has become great. I don't know in other culture. And the mother will use it like in Yoruba, for our own son at a stage. Because the woman now sees that child as a full-grown man. So a lot is given to men and much is expected. So today we want to see a man, his relationship to his God, his family, and his society. And if you look at the text read to us, we have been told, husband, love your wife. And Christ, Paul was not saying as Christ is the head of the church. So, men, for you to be the head, hello, you must fulfill these 3 roles. Your relationship with your God, with your family, and with your community. And our relationship with our God as men, let's look at the life of Abraham. You see, God wants to talk to men. For every community, there is a destiny. For every family, there is a destiny. And God is always looking for a man who is going to use to fulfill that destiny. And that was why when God, wanted to destroy the whole world, because of the sin of man, he looked for a man, Noah. I tell you the very word, he's a man who is just in his own time. The one who fears God. And God talked to him, told him what he intended to do. So God is always looking for men who is going to talk to let him know what he wants to do. So your relationship with God must be solid. God said something about Abraham in Genesis chapter 18. Let's open there. Genesis 18, let's read from verse 17. And the Lord said, shall I hide from Abraham that thing which I do? God is saying, how will I hide something from Abraham? See that Abraham shall surely become a great and mighty nation, and all the nations of the earth shall be blessed in him. At that time, Abraham just had only one child. Am I right? But God had seen ahead. Why? Because Abraham had a good relationship with God. God will come and talk to Abraham. Say, Abraham, leave everything you have. Leave your kindred, leave your family. I'll go where I'm going to tell you. He obeyed God. So, a man who is going to be the heir, make sure you obey God. Make sure you have a good relationship with him, that he will be able to discuss with you. God wants to talk to us, men, but we don't make ourselves available. But I thank God for this church. And we come to this church is close to over 2 months. I've said that, although we may not be big, but the men of this church are committed and they are consistent in things of God. And God will improve you in Jesus' name. So make sure you have a good relationship with God. God wants to talk to you. He wants to tell you about your family. He wants to tell you what he wants to do in the future. And if you don't make yourself available, there's nothing you can do. And unfortunately, God may not talk to the wife. But Abraham, God was talking to him because Abraham is sold himself unto God completely. That wherever God leads him, he will just go. Whatever God tells him to do, he will do it. Mind you, the word of God has not been so much pronounced at that time. But God was talking to Abraham. Now we have the word of God. You must study the word of God. Make sure you have a close and knitted relationship with God. And again, God told Abraham, because he has messed up, God said, Abraham, walk before me and be thou perfect. And that's what God wants us to do. We should walk before him. Let us be perfect in his sight. When we are perfect in his sight, he will talk to us. He will lead us. And you know one thing, when a man knows where he's going, the other one will stand away from him. When a man knows where he's going, when you hear God talk to you, you know where you are going. Your family, it will be easy for them to follow you. But when you don't know where they are going, then there will be commotion. So let's have a sound relationship with God. You see, our mother in the Lord was praying today and she was talking about wisdom. Praise God. Man needs wisdom. One musician in Nigeria says that it is not easy to be a man. It's not easy to be a man. But with wisdom of God, you'll be able to lead your family. Praise the Lord. You need wisdom. To be a good husband, you need wisdom. To be a good father, you need wisdom. Because when a situation arises, it is the wisdom of God that you will use to settle a lot of the conflicts. You need wisdom. Something happened when I first came to America. In Walmart in those days, I don't know whether they still do it. You can go to Walmart and say, I want to do greeting cards for me and put my picture on it, and you can mail it during Christmas. It's good, am I right? But you know, if you are in America and you send your picture on a greeting card, I'm talking about almost 16 years ago, to Nigeria, what do you think they would think? Hello? Ma? You are a big guy! That you have made it! Isn't it? We were in Walmart, it's just $5. But in Nigeria, they will think it's a big, big money. Am I right? I'm not of Nigeria of today, technology. But 16 years ago, when I came to America, I know they 4 college. Cellular phone, mobile phone, is not that so popular. In fact, in those days, when you were using what call it, internet, am I right, sir? You have to upload the internet, am I right? From phone, you know? So I told my wife, oh, this is a good venture, but don't let us do it. Because in Nigeria, you think that we have arrived, we have not arrived at all. You know, I said it, but you know, women say, it's a good thing, it's easy. How much is it? It's just $5 now. I said, okay. But she knew that I wasn't in line with it. And they did it, they took it, and decided she post, I post. I will post. So they told us maybe 3 days after, come and collect your work. I drove down with her. I was in the car, she went. Wisdom. She did not, 20 minutes, 30 minutes, 1 hour, she didn't come. 1.5 hours. What is happening? And you see, as God will have it. We have some of our family friends, they came to Walmart that day too. You know, so they saw me in the car with the children, they went inside. So when they got there, brother, they started talking. And you know what, my wife, I didn't know why she was waiting, staying there. When she got there, they did not do the greeting card. And she still, and my husband was telling me not to do this thing. So when our family friend came to her and said, you see, and KJ was telling me not to do this thing. You know what they told her? Like, your husband has told you, why did you want to do it? So I just thought, I said, you know, your husband is wise. And that was why he posed for you. He knew that that thing will not work. We need wisdom. You know? And God will grant us that wisdom in Jesus' name. And how can you get this wisdom? The Bible says it is when you ask God for it. A lot of issues, some things will happen that You need the wisdom of God. And the only way is when you have a good communication with God. In fact, before anything happens in your family, God will let you know. God will let you know. God will let you know. January 1, we came back from, watch night service. And I just told my wife, I don't know, I just said, there's going to be war this year. Ready to face war. And unfortunately, I just said, instead of me to pray against it. But you know what? We were in Nigeria, we came back, we came with my mother-in-law, and in February, she had stroke. Is that not war? You know, when it happened, I said, oh God, you told me this. So let us have a good relationship with God. Let us live a holy life. Let us live a perfect, a just life. You see, when as a father, you have a good relationship with God, everything will become easy for you. Amen. Praise the Lord. In fact, let us so much be close to God that even our children, we know that my father is close to God. Do you know that when you pass away, your children will always remember those things you have taught them. We are all going to live very long. Amen. Praise the Lord. But what impact are you having in your children's life? And the only way you can have that great impact is when you are in close relationship with God. And anyway, my father died when we were all teenagers in my family. So it was my mother that trained all of us. We are 7 in numbers. But my father, as young, he died at the age of 51. We are all in college. You know, my eldest brother, he was in 5th year in med school. But what am I trying to say? Even when my father died, we are all growing. When situation arises in my family, you know what we say? What will daddy say? Praise God. Because we all knew our father as to be a fortified person, a straight person, honest person. So when anything happens, you know, say, what will daddy say? And then we say, okay, this is what he's going to say. That settles that matter. And it is when you fear God. When a man fears God, again, everything will be afraid of you. When you fear God, everything will be fearful of you. When you fear God, God will take care of everything that are yours. So I encourage us, let us have solid relationship with God. And as we do this, God will begin to do great and mighty things in our lives in Jesus' name. Amen. Then our relationship with our family, praise God. Thank God in this church for the past 3 or 4 weeks, we are talking about marriage, father, you know. And that's why I took my test. Husband, father. What does the Bible say? Love your wives. Very important. You need wisdom, am I right, to deal with a woman. Because the way God created women, He took time and created them. He did not rush, am I right? He did not rush, so He perfected the life of a woman. And in the perfection, He developed the mind of a woman so much, her emotions so much. Everything about a woman, God took time and develop it very well. Praise God. Hallelujah. You know that women are more intelligent than men. That's right. That's right. Bro, we look at something like this. Men will use grammar. So a man needs wisdom to be able to deal with a woman. And one weapon you can use to win a woman's heart, to deal with a woman with all her sophistication is what? Is love. Are you getting me, sir? It's love. And that's why God says that, men, love your wives. My mother's in the house. You all know that when your husband loves you, you know. Am I right? There's nothing that woman will not do for that man. Praise the Lord. You may say, how do I know? Look at the Bible. In the book of Genesis, it was talking about Rachel and Jacob. Am I right? Jacob loved Rachel. Am I right? But we are not going to that one. But Rachel loved Jacob. And when Jacob, he told his wife, I'm going to leave this place. What did they do? They followed him. And you know what Rachel did? Because she loved Jacob, alright? And had seen the way her father has dealt with Jacob. What did she do? She stole from her father to bless Jacob. When a woman loves a man, and when a man loves a woman, there is nothing that woman cannot do for you. If you want your wife to give you a patient, love her. When a woman gets to that point and she knows that this man loves me, this man will never betray me, that woman will give what? Her whole life. Am I right? Yes, sir. Praise the Lord. You know what Rebecca said? When Jacob told him, Mama, if I go to Baba, my father knows that I'm not Esau. He will put a curse on me. What did mother say? Say, let that curse come upon me. That's the love of a woman to a man, to a son. So man, love your wife. God, he says that if you don't hate yourself, then you must love your wife. In the book of Colossians, it says that do not be bitter towards them. Say, do not be bitter. Do not be bitter. A woman like you is sophisticated. A woman can, what you have done 10 years ago, a woman will tell you how you happened. And in fact, don't assume that what you think your wife wants is, no, ask her. You know, there's one thing I know my wife loves so much. She likes picture. Before these selfies and all those things. Praise the Lord. I did, so we just came to America and wanted to buy camera. Me, I don't like pictures. We wanted to buy camera. I said, this camera is too expensive. And I kept quiet. We agreed. Then one day, on a Sunday afternoon, we went to Best Buy. And we got to Best Buy. We are just, those are the times that all the screens came, recording. Thank you, God. So when we got there, so we went to the camera session. And my wife just said, one day I wanted to buy camera. My husband said it's too expensive. He did not buy the camera. And I didn't really like it. I said, so you are offended that day that I said I wanted to buy, you buy the camera. I said, yes, of course, I was offended. I said, camera. Okay, you know what? Camcorder, I'm going to buy. And that day, we bought the camcorder. Because I was fortunate that she expressed her feelings. You get men, at times we are very calculative. You look at it, a man will want to plan it for the next 10 years. Most women, they plan for today, tomorrow, The men will sit down and we crack our brain in the next 10 years. I want this children to go to this place. Most women don't think like that. So men will say, I have to consult this, I have to do this. But always ask your wife what she needs. what she wants. Don't assume. Of course, women love surprises. Praise the Lord. You can, at times it may be your children that will say, go and ask your mom what you really want. And if you have the money, surprise her. It goes a long way. But please, men, make sure you love your wife. Thank God for this church, like I said, at least. I know when you get to a place, you can feel the impulse of that place. I can testify that the men in this church, those who are married, they are faithful to their wives. Praise the Lord. So love your wives. Take good care of them. Love your wife to the extent that she cannot hide anything from you. Praise God. What do I say? Love your wife to the extent that she cannot hide anything from you. So that's why when you are holy, you will not be unfaithful to your wife. Because the greatest harm you can do to a woman is to be unfaithful unto her. I told a friend of mine who was unfaithful to his wife. I said, go and beg her. Of course, he fell into it, Secondly, I have begged. I said, you have to go and beg again until she forgives you from her heart. And if she forgives from her heart, you will know. So please, run away from unfaithfulness. Anything that will harm your wife or will put her to shame, don't do it. Before you do it, this thing will really harm my wife. Because if it harms your wife, it's going to harm your children. And that's why the book of Colossians chapter 3 says, do not be bitter towards your wife. Forgive them. Thank God for conflict resolution. A man who is going to be great, who is going to be the head, must be a man who will forgive easily. Praise the Lord. Hallelujah. Forgive all the time. The role to our children. Ephesians chapter 6 verse 4. Ephesians 6:4. What does it say? All the children should get Bible. I want you to be reading these things. Ephesians 6:4. What it says? Ephesians 6:4. Okay, another version. It says that one says we should not put our children to wrath, but we should bring them all in the nurture. Am I right? And what? Admonition of the Lord. Proverbs 22:16. What does it say? Proverbs 22:16. It says, train up a child, am I right? In the way of the Lord, am I right? And when he grows, he will not depart from it. So it is mandatory for we fathers to be what? To train our children. We went to do the naming ceremony on Friday, and the name of the baby was Daniel. And I said, who knows about Daniel? One young boy, am I right, man? And told us in a brief summary about Daniel. That means that the parents of that child was taking the boy to church. Train up your child. When you train up a child in the way you should go, in the way of the Lord, you will never depart from it. Even if it goes away, if you go astray, it will come back. Don't be too comfortable to train your children. A lot of us were in America, we are comfortable. Oh, doesn't matter. No. I was in a place yesterday watching soccer, and we are discussing. I know those of us that are there, maybe 5 or 6 of them, we are doctors. And we realized in the course of discussion, what I took home from there was that we need to train our children. You see, most of us that are fathers, our children don't call us father. Man, what do they call us? Dad, am I right? Daddy, dad. Who is a dad? A dad is someone who is rearing a child. You know what it means to rear an animal? So when you get to that stage that children are calling you dad, it's because you are taking good care of them. And one of the ways of taking care of a child is to discipline a child. Is to train a child. Is to lead by example. Tell the children what to do. Don't say, oh, this is America. I don't want them to not to like me. No. The more you correct a child, correction is not pleasant. Am I right? But when the child begins to take it, when the child leaves you, okay, that is when that correction will work for the child. Praise the Lord. And a friend of mine here was telling us about a lady who went to college outside ELPASO, and when she came back first semester, she went to her dad and said, all that you have been teaching me, I could see it. She was now the one in her dormitory correcting her friends. Now don't put that in there. This guy is too dirty. Go and clean this place. Then when her parents are telling her, it's like, oh, they are disturbing me. Please disturb your children. Train them well so that they can come back and train you and take care of you. Praise the Lord. Train them well so that they can come back and take good care of you. Look at her mother. She has brought her mom. Am I right? If she's not sick, the mom will not be in America. So some of us think they are in America. And what will this do? If you train them well, they will bring joy unto you. You see, be interested in the academics of your children. Praise God. You know, push them. Those of us that are from Nigeria, we know our parents. Am I right? They push us. There is no impossibility in the dictionary of a Nigerian. Am I right? Am I right? Say, you can't do it. You can't do what? Praise the Lord. So you push them. Be interested in the academics. Go to their schools. You know, at times, maybe the mother, as a father, go to their schools. Talk to their teachers. Okay? Can I get some materials that I can use to train this boy or this girl? Once you are doing that, it will bring joy to you. Even the children will know that my father is coming to this school again. It's good. You know, teenagers, they don't want you to talk to their teachers in this America. They don't want to. Say, don't worry, but you make sure. Why? Once a child knows that you value education, the child will strive. And that's one thing that is killing the African American. Because there's no father in the house, in the home. Nobody to train, nobody to be the role model. So make sure you are interested in the academics of your children. You know why? As of today, Nigerians, they are the most educated immigrants in America. Praise the Lord. So, our own children, what is going to be their own role? It's because our parents pushed us. Why don't we want to push our children? Let's push them to achieve greatness. It's not going to be easy. Am I right? But it wasn't easy when you are living in Nigeria. Here they have the comfort. But make sure you push them. Praise God. Hello? If your child is in grade 1 or 1st grade, be giving her 2nd and 3rd grades miles. Praise God. If you take this boy, are you ready, am I right? And take him to the university and begin to teach him physics, as young as he is, he will understand physics. Praise the Lord. What I'm trying to say is that what you train a child with, the child will do it. So don't say it's too big. No. When our children ask questions, don't say it's too big. No. So let's push our children. Let's be interested in academics. Let's train them. And let us, we ourselves, be a role model. Praise the Lord. Then our role to the society is the church. Make sure you play a great role in the church. Serve God. Your community, your neighborhood, let people know that, oh, that man there, he trains his children. You know, develop, contribute to your community. As you are doing it, all this is you are doing, your children, they are seeing it. I was telling some people, all of us in this ELPASO, because I'm from the border town to Laredo, the area they know you. Praise the Lord. They know every one of you. If you ever drive from here to Dallas or to San Antonio, you know you pass the, what call it? The custom, alright? The border patrol. But if you are driving in, the camera always, you know, take record of those who are coming in and those who are going out. So as a community, as a representative of your different countries, they know. And that's why the way they will approach you is going to be different from the way they are going to approach another nationality. Because they know who you are. So at anything you do, remember, you have God to satisfy, you have your family, you have your nationality to satisfy. If we are in a period of soccer, am I right? You see how beautiful it is. The same way, if something happens to a Nigeria in this country, it's going to affect, just one Nigeria, it's going to affect all of us. You remember Abu Matala, the guy that wanted to bomb, huh? When that thing happened, what happened? They began to look at us as what? Suicide bombers, terrorists. Do you know what saved us? Was because the father of that boy already went to the American embassy and reported the boy that this my boy, the way he's going, is a terrorist. That's what it doesn't. So you are carrying the image of God. You are carrying the image of this church. You are carrying the image of your family. You are carrying the image of your nationality. So anything you do, they will know it. And you know why? Praise the Lord. Hello, glorify you. You know why all different nationalities likes to marry Nigeria? It's the truth. Have you seen something on WhatsApp or Facebook that one African American was talking? Say, I will marry Nigeria. They are what? They are very rich. They are very loving. Am I wrong? Praise the Lord. And they are very strong. Am I right? Praise God. So why am I saying this? As a man, what you do goes beyond just you alone. It goes, they will refer to your God, they will refer to your family, they will refer to your church, they will refer to your nationality. So, fathers for greatness, always make this to be perfect. Try your best to find towards perfection, that I will please my God, I will please my family, I will please my church, I will please my nature. Once you have this mindset in you, what does that do? It makes you to run away from anything that will go against those ideals. And you become to God a great man. You become a great father. And you shall become great fathers in the name of Jesus. Amen. Those who are thinking that I'm not yet married, so I'm not a father, I decree you get a very good wife in Jesus' name. Amen. And you'll be blessed with children in Jesus' name. Amen. Those who are saying, I'll be married, but I don't have a child of my own. I decree, this time next year, you shall carry your own babies in the name of Jesus. Amen. It shall be well with you in Jesus' name. Amen. Father, for greatness, do all this. Remember, whatever action you're going to take, does it please God? Will it please my wife and my children? Will it please my church? Will it bring glory to thy nature? When you begin to think along this line, you will become great. And God will make you great in Jesus' name. Amen. Praise the Lord. Hallelujah. Let the old church stand up, the men sit down. Or the men come out. The men come out. The men now, not the boys, The men come out. Let's kneel down and let the church pray for us. Everybody stand up. Children, pray for your fathers. Stand up, everybody, and pray for this man. That God, everything they need to become great, God will grant them in Jesus' name. That even their relationship with God, God will make it to be perfect. That even for their family, God will grant them that all that they need to love their wife, to be forgiving, to cherish their children. The finances to send their children to the best schools, God will provide for them. Pray that God will give us long life and prosperity. That all these men, they will be men that will celebrate for greatness. That even in the community, people will recognize them for greatness. Everywhere they go, they will be special men. They will be special fathers. That everybody will say, I want to be like this one. Pray that this ones, God will prosper them so much in all the rest of their life. That even their children will be always making them as a point of reference. Pray that God will give them the grace even to totally love God and love their wife and family. I want to pray. Whatever is the heart desire for at this time, that God will grant them in Jesus' name. That next year, Father's Day, they shall come and give testimonies in the name of Jesus Christ. Let's pray that they will fulfill their destiny. Their destiny shall not become all by the enemies in the name of Jesus Christ. That what God has planned for their lives, God bring to pass in Jesus' name. That shall be well with all of us in Jesus' name. Thank you, Lord Almighty. For we pray with thanksgiving in Jesus' mighty name. Amen. Praise the Lord.
I give myself away so you can use me. I give myself away. What would happen if a generation embraced this? Come on, tell them, here I am, here I am, here I stand, Lord, my life is in your hands, Lord, I long to see your desires revealed in me. I give myself away. My life does not belong to me. Give myself away. I want to be used by you. voice tonight.